Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Wednesday Night is Overbooked because, quite frankly, it's getting more booked as we go. And thank you for being here. It seems that YouTube is sending out notifications late. Even my own channel was a late notification for me. So, with that being said, Mr. JV, happy birthday, Tiffy time.
That's right. That's right. A future WWE Women's Champion turns 25 today. That's right. 25. Tiffany Stratton.
Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, I can see now that the numbers are jumping. Maybe it's not YouTube. Maybe it's StreamYard. Anyway, with that being said, of course, welcome to Jade Cargill Forever, LeftEyeEgo.
I'll never change.
Welcome, buddy. Appreciate you being here, dude.
I'll never change. Thank you.
Don't change. We want you to be the same.
That's fine. That's fine because I found an even better comparison than Goldberg. Ryback.
Oh, don't.
Wow.
Why would you do this?
Me more.
We're not even 5 minutes in and you're choosing violence. Why is this?
And
Anna.
Speaking of choosing violence, it's not Anna. It's Duke Devil.
Yes, I am actually quite feeling very violent after having just reviewed Star Trek Discovery episode 5.
That'll do it. That'll do it because you hate yourself.
What happens when you catch an STD?
I can't do. I don't know what to do. I can't get rid of it now. It burns so badly.
So it's like Left Eye with Jade Cargill. It just won't go away.
Ugh.
That's tough.
They have a creed for that.
It's tough.
Creed for that.
I kid. Okay. Appreciate everybody being here. Again, shout out to everybody who's watching. It seems to be a slow trickle. I did blame YouTube last week, but it seems to be a StreamYard thing. So we're gonna say hi to the chat. Of course, JV says, yes, welcome. Sit back and enjoy. Smash the like button, share the stream, and of course, subscribe. That's right. Revenge, what's up, buddy? He says, what's up? That wasn't meant to be that way. And of course, hello, Anna. She says, yo, is that a cat?
That's a cat.
I less than three, you, Anna.
Revenge says, happy birthday, Tiffy. Anna, and it says, oof. It just keeps going. Ego's gonna quit on you real soon. No. Ego's fine. He's fine.
I'm good, guys.
You know, I must be getting dyslexic or just looking really weird. I thought that said Revenge of the Nemeth.
Yeah, no, it's another room.
Oh, okay.
I know, but it's like, what the hell what does that have to do with it?
Well, okay, so that being said, we had the WWE draft recently.
Mm-hmm. We did. So I will start this week since everyone else has had a chance to go first. I'll go first.
Well, it was also technically your intro, so you should go first.
True. I agree. So the draft as a show is pretty dull. It's a boring show. There's not a lot of story going forward. It's just kind of putting the pieces on the board. We're going into a premium live event, which is basically a throwaway premium live event. This is a cash grab in a foreign country. It's when King and Queen of the Ring starts to build after this premium live event that the stories really start taking place. So, I thought that Raw the first night was boring as hell. Absolutely boring as hell. The Friday night draft was stay exactly where you are. And there was one call up from NXT, Kiana James. Who? Who's that? Kiana James. Kiana. Oh, okay. She's okay. She's actually not that bad. She went to Raw. Braun Breaker, who I said should have already been locked in for SmackDown because they spent TV time showing him signing a contract, got moved to Raw, and Nia Jax got moved to SmackDown, which I will, based on the draft on Monday night, I will explain what I think is an interesting observation. But pretty much everyone stayed put. You had Carmelo Hayes. What's up, Tom? You had Carmelo Hayes also being called up from NXT. The one thing I really enjoyed was, aside from Carmelo Hayes, who already knew he was being called up because he was present at Friday Night SmackDown, everyone else from NXT was in the Performance Center. Ilya Dragunov had an idea he was being drafted. He just didn't know to where. But when you saw people like Lyra Valkyria and Blair Davenport, who had no idea they were being drafted, that genuine reaction was really cool. Personally, I think that they should, if they're going to keep this draft format, they should make it a one-night event. Have it on Peacock, and have it like an actual NBA or a NFL draft. And you've got Triple H announcing the picks, and then you got Jackie Redmond on the side, on one side, and then Caleb Braxton on the other side to do a quick interview, because after a pick, Raw is now on the clock, and you got a little time to talk. Make it more that full format. Monday was some great movement, and I'll let everyone else chat first, and then we'll go into what we thought were the biggest picks. Ego, start with you.
Yeah, go ahead. Peak.
My biggest picks.
No, just do what you thought overall. Your overall impression of the two nights.
Everyone hears draft, you think either NBA or NFL. So I thought you would, hey, with this pick, you're on this team, and you either cut like a 30-second or a minute promo. Like, that would make it at least more interesting. Otherwise, it's Raw chooses this person, SmackDown chooses this person, Raw chooses this person, SmackDown is this person. Like, I could just skip that and just look at it the next day in a spreadsheet.
Right.
Like, thank you, Anna. Yeah, but otherwise, it's like I don't really care. Like, if you're gonna make it a draft, make it exciting. If you want to do a cash draft, do it like at some small arena to get people in there and get them excited about it, or tell them where everyone's gonna be going. Like, there's a better way to do it in my mind than just the way that they've been currently doing it. It otherwise sounds boring.
You mean the way they used to do it?
Yeah, the way they used to do it.
Like I said, the draft to me in general is a new thing.
Hold up.
So it's like
I would rather see the brand heads, the ones, the GMs, go out there and make a spectacle of it, but like going and Rob, and of course this is one of the things that was made famous. I'm going to use multiple examples. Just hold up. But the first one's going to be the first WWE draft ever was SmackDown drafts The Rock, and it was Vince McMahon.
Of course,
it was the very first draft ever. It doesn't negate what it does. And The Rock came out, the entrance music hit, like when it was exciting, everybody was happy. And then The Rock came out and talked a lot of shit to Vince McMahon and said, I'm gonna, basically make your life a living hell. And that was exciting going forward. Or when Kane was ECW champion and he got drafted to Raw as ECW champion because JBL won, and Kane came out and it was like, and it was a spectacle. It's just boring now. What's up, Roman? NCLS. Roman? Oh my God, everybody's here. Hey, buddy, you're always lurking, and that's fine. Because you think that the Game of Thrones season 8 is better than House of the Dragon.
All right, so Brad, Brad, your overall impressions.
I think one of the things you always have to remember about this is it's tough to make this exciting just because of the nature of pro wrestling.
Correct.
It's they show the people in the back making the decisions. This is not real. This is not like the NBA when people are going back and forth. So to know that it's pretty much already set beforehand.
Correct.
The thing that you said, Joker, was interesting was that I was actually going to ask was, did anyone from NXT actually know? Because those seemed like legitimate, like the two women were legitimately excited. Shawn Michaels came out, gave them the hats, and he gave them big hugs, and they were like damn near crying. They were okay.
They had no clue.
That I think that actually was interesting because coming from NXT, that's your developmental brand. You want to make it to the big leagues. You're in the minors. You want to make it to the bigs. So if someone gets called up from NXT and they don't know it, I think that's exciting. So otherwise, it's just moving people around. It's and unless they really stick to it again and really stick to keeping rosters separate for a Survivor Series, it's not going to hold that much, at least for me. So I think
because I go to night one. In what world, if you're a wrestling promoter, do you pick Nia Jax before Randy Orton and AJ Styles?
That is very true. That's very true.
It's somebody who actually picked Randy Orton to be probably the first pick for myself. Again, I was wrong.
He's third. Right.
Yeah. Well, as somebody who was actually very spot on about your pick, would you like to talk about that a little bit about damage control?
I did say that for Friday, the first pick I would go with was Jey Uso, and I said he would go to SmackDown. I got Jey Uso right, but he stayed on Raw. Now I did say that for the first round, what Raw should do for the second night is to boost their women's roster, which is what they need to do there, and they actually did, and they did it very nicely. Is with the first pick you get, since we saw that entire factions were going to be drafted. I said you pick Damage Control, and I said because in one move you get 4 legit wrestlers for your brand. And if you notice, most of the wrestlers, the technicians from the women's side are on Raw. Mostly powerhouses are on SmackDown.
Also, at the same time, Io Sky is just nice to look at.
Just put Io Sky forever in your.
What this from the Jade Cargill fan?
This is what I'm saying. Put our alliances.
Yeah, Roman of the Empire, nothing Eagle. He says, "What the fuck?" Like going, yeah, because Jade Cargill forever.
No, I'm just saying if we're gonna we just put in our descriptions who we want to win. Okay, that's all I'm saying. He's saying happy birthday Tiffy time, but I put Jade Cargill forever, which is what I put yesterday or the last week, and I'm getting shit. I'm just like, I know you like
at least mine has
put it in the description.
Don't do it. At least mine has talent.
Don't do that. Don't do this. Don't do this. Let me ask something.
Okay.
Do you think at any point, if Tiffy has the belt or Jade has the belt and they go one-on-one and there's no interference, that in any scenario you see that Jade drops the strap to Tiffy or Tiffy drops the strap to Jade? I just need to know.
Tiffy takes it 99 out of 100 times.
Look at the dogs. The dogs like, what the hell's going on?
You did that on purpose.
Real quick, what is up there, Matt? How you doing, buddy? He said, "Good evening." Revenge says Jade is stiff,
and then Ariel says,
"Who's Jade Cargill?"
and then Revenge says, "The black female Goldberg." No, she's Ryback.
Give her Goldberg. Okay, I'm just saying.
Now he wants Goldberg.
Goldberg's fine now. Once you go to
That's not
Ryback,
Goldberg.
that's too far.
Goldberg.
That's a
I'll
line
take
too
Goldberg.
far, sir. That's too far.
Thank you. I will. I'm okay with Goldberg. Have her stand in the middle of them sparks going off. Have 6 cops to the ring and do absolute damage in 10 minutes or less.
Bro,
I'm just checking.
Bro,
the personnel.
Nobody wants Goldberg again. Nobody wants Goldberg again.
I want Goldberg. Okay,
I don't think
she was like, she's drinking, huh?
And you suck.
I'm serious.
It's a legitimate question. Roman says, "What is Ego drinking? Rum?"
Dude, this is a Tootsie Roll. It's what I am drinking. What is it is Ensign Red, cinnamon, goodness gracious, cinnamon whiskey, and orange liqueur put together.
You and Ryan should hang out because you both drink like chicks.
Whoa!
Oh, hold on. It's mixed together.
Hold on.
Red Bull.
Sure.
I do have a glass of wine.
I said as a teenager, I drank vodka Red Bull. I don't drink them anymore, and I have not for a couple of decades.
Roman.
It's two liquors put together. It's 2 liquors put together.
There's only one needed here.
Bro, the fact that you call that
you guys are unsophisticated.
The fact that you call that
the single malt is unsophisticated.
Look, I'm gonna shoot it straight. If I drink it, I drink beer. If I'm gonna do a shot, it's usually probably tequila. I don't like shots. They're yes, that's how I feel about all shots.
Yeah.
And wow. Anna says, yes, JP, I agree with you. Holy shit.
Damn right.
Ariel says, Philistines?
Philistines. Thank you. Philistines.
Okay. Says, I'm all Jim Beam. Fuck y'all.
So I want to look at, since we're talking.
Oh, that's right.
So Ryan.
Yes.
Who do you think won the draft? And why?
I'm gonna lean that Monday Night Raw, in my opinion, won the draft. Because I think that now again, because Raw is the 3-hour show, it should be the pivotal show. It has been ever since Raw is War. So to kind of go down the again, we have Judgment Day. We found out that Braun Strowman is coming back. I mean, well, it's gonna make a pop. Dude, CM Punk murdered on Raw.
Drew McIntyre. Okay, CM Punk is the best thing in professional wrestling right now, and he has not laced up his boots since the Rumble. That is the impact CM Punk has.
That's the CM Punk effect. That's what he does. He doesn't need to put on the boots. He's literally just the voice at this point.
Yes, I think CM Punk and the Drew McIntyre feud that's going on right now is
gold.
Yeah,
that is gold. The fact that first off, he trolls Drew to go up into the skybox by calling him a little bitch.
Yes.
Drew goes up into the skybox. Punk is in the ring and said, because I don't want to waste the people of Kansas City's time, I'll explain this in less time than the last time you had the WWE Men's Heavyweight Championship, which is 5 minutes and 46 seconds. Pat McAfee, start the clock. Done. I am done.
You didn't need to call CSI for that murder.
No. And now, because of the draft and the way the draft is set up, Cody Rhodes is the star of SmackDown.
Yes.
That's understood.
Okay.
Even without the belt, CM Punk is the star of Raw.
Mm-hmm.
By far.
Well, and kind of in my opinion, as was what I alluded to the road to WrestleMania, The Rock was kind of burying the talent. CM Punk now, not even having laced up the boots, is burying the talent.
Well, no, he's elevating talent because
He is,
everyone else,
yeah.
because everyone else has to step up their game, and Drew has been spitting gold. Drew has been spitting gold.
Yes, Drew has gotten much better. Also, at the same time, I think Cody Rhodes got better with The Rock.
Yeah, and just wait until Seth Rollins comes back. That's going to be even more fun.
I didn't know you could get drafted even though you were still hurt, though. That was a confusing thing for me because I saw he got drafted on Raw, but
that is just to protect. That's just to keep the asset. That's all.
Yeah.
Like, sorry, a question though. So, like, I just a quick question. Like, in your mind, if they're injured or hurt, would you rather them not be announced for either team so that if they come back healthy, they can like see which way the wind is blowing and then make them like have an appearance? Really?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right.
Well, they did keep out Roman.
Ariel.
Kept out Jimmy.
Ariel, the answer to that is no.
Okay.
No.
I do have a question. What real quick? What's the time frame for Rollins? Does anybody know at this point?
I don't think they've announced anything.
Months, I thought.
So probably
he just had a surgery.
Probably leaning towards SummerSlam.
Is it a meniscus thing or what is it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, I mean,
he's been dealing with that for a bit.
But is he getting both at the same time or one and one?
He'll be out in a bit. He'll be out. He's going to be out for a bit. Now, Brad, who do you think won between Raw and SmackDown and why?
Well, I think just Raw women won. Because I think the Raw women definitely has a more interesting roster. And honestly, I kind of feel that SmackDown is just kind of uninteresting. I mean, you got Cody there just fine, but I'm looking at the rest of it, and there's nothing really lighting it up. I mean, Logan Paul's not going to show up that often. He's going to be on a light schedule.
Logan Paul is on. He is on a more full-time schedule. The fact that you're seeing him on TV shows us that.
But otherwise, I'm just like looking at people, and I'm like, I don't care about some of these people. I mean, we'll see what Baron Corbin can do coming back. I mean, Bobby Lashley. Why is Bobby Lashley still here?
Because of the pride. So there's that. So, Ego, you thoughts? SmackDown, Raw. Who won it?
So I think for me, it's almost two things. It's like if you're good on the mic, Raw won. But if maybe I want to see a decent match, I might go with SmackDown. Although I always will have, let me cook on this one. Let me cook a little bit.
This could be a bad recipe.
That's a really bad recipe.
Everyone always has a quick comeback when I say "let me cook." No, I'm just like because I can see Jade and Nia Jax wrestle, and honestly, that y'all could say, "Hey, who's the worst wrestler?" I'll watch that match any day of the week. Still,
yes, I would watch to see who gets injured first.
Okay, that's fine. I'm okay with that. I mean, between DIY, Kevin Owens, and LA Knight and Randy Orton,
SmackDown.
Those are fun. Yeah, those are fun to watch for wrestling's sake. But if I want a decent build and some people that are good on the mic, I'm not going to be able to beat like CM Punk. Like just see him by himself on the mic, wipes out everyone on the SmackDown roster not named Cody Rhodes to me. So it's like, well, hey, if I'm looking for a mic story time, I want to go Raw. But if I want to go a decent match, I will go SmackDown. But again, I have a soft spot in my heart for Ricochet because I remember him when he was Prince Puma in Lucha Underground. So that's kind of where I was with it.
Okay. So here's where I think Raw is the winner of this. And I'm not even going to go to the ladies' roster. I'm just going to list off some names here. Gunther, Ludwig Kaiser, Ilya Dragunov, Sheamus, Chad Gable, Sami Zayn, Finn Balor, Dijak. You could put those guys in a rotation and have an Iron Man match every week for the rest of the year, and they will put out some of the greatest matches you will ever see. These guys are all stamina, the machines, all of them. They all have the ability to just absorb pain, and wait till you guys see Ilya Dragunov. Just wait. Wow. That guy is so good.
I feel like Finn's getting the short end of the shaft, though. I mean, he's just been really quiet.
He's been completely underused because he's terrible on the mic. He is, because his accent is so thick. I mean, it's almost inescapable. So
I didn't think Damian Priest has been that good lately. Maybe it's just me.
Damian Priest's title reign, in my opinion, ends in. Let me check my spreadsheet here. Ends June 15th at Clash of the Castle.
Think Drew gets it?
Oh yeah,
we did. Okay, you told me that last time. Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, it is. Yeah. It is in Glasgow, Scotland.
That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And Drew finally signed his big 3-year contract.
Yep.
His big 3-year extension, which is why he didn't hold the title. Which is why he held the title for only 5 minutes and 46 seconds at the WrestleMania.
They needed to do something with the Money in the Bank. They had. I mean, it was almost a year gone, so he had to do something with it, and probably the shock of it happening at WrestleMania calls back to when Seth did it at WrestleMania.
Yep, that was awesome. Yeah.
Real quick from Ariel says, do you guys ever think you'll review Wrestling Bios Reliving the War, as in the Monday Night War?
No,
I'm down for that.
That's a pass.
I do it.
It's a pass era. The Attitude Era is over. It's gone. Let it die.
I'm saying, why can't we do a posthumous examination? I mean, you saying it's dead. Why can't we do an autopsy?
I mean, we have the documentary, the Raw's War and WCW WWE document. I mean, it was 12 parts or something. It was actually kind of good back when WWE put out documentaries.
And Revenge has been there, done that. I'm going to half agree. You guys are spitting things that are very much true. However, the Renaissance era is a mixture of the Attitude Era and the Golden Era. So don't.
It's an homage. It's an homage.
The thing is though,
it is far better. It is far better athletes and way better storylines
than the Attitude Era.
Ooh.
Yes.
Now?
Yes.
Bro.
Absolutely not.
Damn, man. I don't think so. I
don't think there's the heat coming off.
Nah, bro.
I mean, I might give you the stories, but not the pop, dude. Like on the audience, man. Anyway,
I'm not
we're not here to discuss that. That's another time. If we have time to do that, we might do that. Where you're gonna watch everybody's head melt down.
Yeah, we might have to have wrestling court, pick a judge,
okay, and another person to watch who got drafted in a surprise going to SmackDown. Blair Davenport, you will be pleasantly surprised at her work. She came up through NXT UK, spent time in Japan. Very good in ring worker. And Revenge, that's fine. You can think I'm wrong. Everyone's entitled to the wrong opinion.
For half a second, I thought you were going to say
I
a
saw
thing.
it. Oh no, I saw it coming.
Yeah, I was.
Damn.
Okay, yeah. So, shit, that actually threw me off. Where the fuck were we going with this?
So I want to look at something really quick. So we talked about that Raw clearly won, especially in their mid card area. That mid card is stacked, absolutely stacked. Now even on SmackDown, I'm just looking: Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton, Kevin Owens, Carmelo Hayes, LA Knight, AJ Styles, Andrade, back down there. You got Logan Paul. You got Santos Escobar. You got Baron Corbin now. You got the Bloodline, which will be adding a third member, probably showing up this the weekend in Jacob. Oh, that guy's a
They
monster.
delayed him, didn't they?
Absolutely.
They were going to introduce him earlier,
he-
but they delayed him, I thought.
It's just the story wasn't. It's the story that wasn't there, and I think, and when we get to our predictions for the premium live event, that I think we can. That this is where I think Jacob's first appearance makes the most sense. And then, like I was saying on the SmackDown, the women's side, you got Bianca. Yes, you have Jade, Tiffany Stratton, Nia Jax. You got Chelsea, but with Piper Niven as well. When she comes off the injury list, you got Charlotte there. So you have powerhouses on SmackDown. On Raw, you got Liv, Dakota, Io, Asuka, Kairi, Lyra. You got Ivy Nile, Kiana James. Who? Oh, Kiana James. You got these are more technician type wrestlers.
It's kind of the golden era there for Revenge. That's why I was saying that.
Yeah. And the matches sucked.
They didn't suck.
A leg drop is a devastating move.
They were dated.
Oh yeah,
they were very dated.
Oh yeah, because that leg drop is just devastating.
That was
about as devastating as the stupidest finishing move ever. The People's Elbow.
You mean the most electrifying move in the history, sports entertainment, the history of the People's Elbow?
It's good marketing.
Is it worse than Scotty? Is it worse than Scotty Too Hotty's Worm though?
Oh God.
Yes.
I'm just
yes.
It's work. Don't do that. Don't do that.
No, it's not.
Don't
you know why? Because it was one of the most photographed moves in the history of wrestling. Like when he literally went, like you would see the whole audience turn white from flash photography.
Exactly.
Yeah. Good marketing.
Come on, man. Come on, bro. You gotta.
No, I don't.
Yes, you
I
do.
don't. I hate The Rock.
Oh, come on.
You can hate The Rock. That's fine.
I never liked The Rock. Never liked it.
At no point in all his phases of The Rockdom, you didn't like any of them. You didn't like Rocky Maivia. You didn't like The Rock when he was with the Nation Domination.
No.
You didn't like Versace Rock.
No.
Oh, you were a damn liar. Everyone loved Versace Rock. Come on.
No.
Yes, you do.
Oh, okay. Someone go visit Joker's house and open up one of his closets because it's filled with Rock memorabilia. That's all I'm saying. The level of hate has to say that this man is a secret closeted fan of The Rock.
Look, guys. I understand why JV doesn't like The Rock because he can't do this. Come on, that's funny. Even you can let. There it is. All right, we gotta move on. We gotta move on. Seriously,
All right.
So
So going into this premium live event, we got 5 matches.
Yes.
5 total.
Yeah.
So let's start with the easy one. The guaranteed, because of these 5 matches, 4 are for championships. Ego, I'm going to let you go first because I'm going to let you shill away here. The Kabuki Warriors versus Bianca de Belair and the oversized action figure. Who wins?
I mean, can you put the screen just on me right now, Mr. Ryan?
guess if you want.
You see all these action figures that are behind me? I enjoy the physique, okay? So we've got 2 physiques going up against these other 2 jabronis, and that means
Stop the Asian hate.
the action figures.
Stop the Asian hate.
That means
Your response is Black Lives Matter.
Jade Cargill. I mean, if we're doing the Olympics of suffering here, I mean,
Oh God! Oh no! I can't say it. I can't say what I just thought.
Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair.
Oh, I just can't. I can't make that. I can't make that historical reference. I don't.
Put it in the private chat.
I gotta
That's
put
all.
the private. I just
Yeah,
Put it in
put it in the
chat.
private chat, and then we can decide if it's actually tame enough.
All right, Brad.
Princess, talk to me. Go.
Well done.
Brad, your thoughts on this?
I think it's too early. I think it's too early for Belair and Cargill.
Okay.
That actually
How
wasn't
so?
that bad, to be honest.
Okay. I just don't know what's bad or good anymore. I don't know.
It was
Oh, you're good, man.
it's well
look.
done. It's well done.
Yeah, that's pretty well done.
It plays.
All right. So your thought process, Brad.
I think it's going to be the Kabuki Warriors, but it's going to be close.
So do you think this is going to be, because you say that, do you think it's going to be with some interference from that Dakota and EO are going to interfere?
That would make sense. I think it makes more sense for Damage Control to be up again. I mean, there's only one women's tag championship now, right? It's just the one.
Correct.
So
Correct.
I think Damage Control is a much better foe in the sense of they have more of a storyline. Belair and Cargill literally have been together for 3 or 4 weeks. So this is a chance, I think, to get Cargill some appearance and give her a little bit of work, and surround her with people
Very little
who can help minimize potential deficiencies she may have in performance right now.
You mean obvious
I mean,
ones?
when it comes to posing, she's good.
Right. So
So
Ryan,
if
your
it's holding
thoughts.
someone above her head,
this.
she's fine.
So, Brad, what you're saying is she has nice boobs.
I didn't think I was going to say nice boobs. I just think she's in fucking awesome shape. She's stacked.
She is in awesome shape.
I mean,
I'm
like specimen.
I'm gonna go with the Kabuki Warriors because it's obvious. At this point, it wouldn't have to be Bianca to carry Jade. Sorry, dude.
Are
Jade.
you?
No, I really am. Like going, I'm
right.
giving it an honest take. Like going, I think I want Jade to be better because I think that if she can actually get her technique down, I think she could actually do some awesome things. The problem is though is the technique. Now I'm not saying that that they're not going to work with her. The fact that they're pairing her with Bianca makes me think that they want to advance her more, but you can't have a 5-second match all the time.
You can't. I know she'll get better. She'll get
So
better.
I'm thinking the Kabuki Warriors, and hopefully Jade can actually, well, being retrained, can get better and be more entertaining. That's what I'm hoping for.
Okay. Ego, are you ready?
I'm okay. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. Jade and Bianca are taking this match. They are.
Look at God.
That's not a good thing, because of the fact that they have spent so much money and put so much investment on this, and it's a title that doesn't get pushed. So it's an easy way to put a belt on Jade, and now her traveling partner, her training partner is B. B is going to be the one to carry this team, because this match is going to go pretty much the way the WrestleMania match went. B is going to do all the heavy lifting, hot tag for about 30 seconds, and Jade comes in, does a throw, does a kick, does a glam slam, and takes the pin. That's it. Now, however, because this is the women's tag team belt, and there's not a lot of women's tag teams to begin with, this is an easy way to hide Jade while she trains, because you can put her and B, and with Naomi to have a little feud against someone else. Where hey Dempsey, what's up? While Jade is being trained by B to become a better wrestler, which she's not. She's a sports entertainer. She's not a wrestler. So, and as I said last week, Jade's ceiling is 5 minutes tops.
How can you say that it's only 5 minutes tops?
Easy. I have seen her body of work. The body of work she has right now gives me no indication that she can go 15, 18, 20.
Nothing at all tells you that.
To go into the deep water. No, nothing.
There's
nothing.
I don't.
Hold on, real quick.
She doesn't have one. Because she doesn't
have it doesn't mean she couldn't go the distance if you actually trained her. It's the same like MMA, less brutal, but still you train up for the matches so you can actually go those distances.
As of right now, okay, go on, Ryan.
I was just going to try to bridge this gap.
Thank you, Ryan.
I do agree with a fair amount of what JB is saying. However, as somebody who has done the work, it's not easy. And when you're carried as this powerhouse that just gets to throw people around, you don't. It's an old school style. Hey, buddy, how you doing, man? We're really getting into the weeds here, dude. So good to see R2. She needs a revamping. Yes, she looks incredible as an action figure. However, she needs to lean out a little bit, and she needs to become more agile in the ring. And that's up to her if she wants to do the agility training that is required, because you don't just get to do this like going. You got to learn how to get taken down and how to sell better
and how to take bumps.
I have a question. You said you want her to lean out.
She can lean out a little bit.
At 5'10", 160?
Ain't no way she's 5'10", 160.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's nothing to lean. That's lean as can get for that height. I mean, she can get to 130.
So
I'm just saying lean out. I'm like,
okay. So when it comes to wrestling, you need to subtract at least 1 or 2 inches. She's probably about 5'9", 5'8".
Okay, you saying you want to be 145?
For her
Bro.
build, I think that I said lean
That's
out.
Tiffany Stratton. That
She's
is-
lean as shit at 5'8", 160.
Yes, but she's a rolling brick.
Oh,
Okay.
bro, if she leans out anymore, she's gonna sneeze and shit out her intestines. There's
Bottom-
nothing
okay.
No,
There will be
no.
nothing
Bottom line,
left.
okay.
There will
okay.
be nothing left.
Bottom line is this is good for Jade because this is good for Jade because again, WWE spent a lot of cash to do this to Tony Khan. So this puts a belt on her with no pressure to have to defend because it's the women's tag team. It doesn't get pushed, and she doesn't have to do any heavy lifting. So,
I agree with your logic. I just don't like it,
right.
and I don't think it's good for story. I mean,
don't either.
I feel like the modern audiences want a little more story to it,
Right.
and she can't do promos.
And
No.
to be completely honest, the only type of a tag team that could challenge them is like if when and if, which I don't see this ever happening. I don't see a world where this happens, is when she comes back from injury. Tiffany Stratton teams with Charlotte Flair. That could take those two. Now, I personally would rather see Charlotte put Tiffany over. That'd be a much better thing. But so the next match. Speaking, we're going to stay with the ladies.
Hey, Joker,
Yo,
is this the actual finalized? So they're not going to add anything on SmackDown? Only 5 matches.
Not that I know of. Correct.
And
So
it starts
staying
at,
with the ladies.
one in the afternoon too.
What one in the afternoon?
It doesn't like the actual for Backlash. Doesn't it start like at 1 in the afternoon here? Because it's in France.
Yes.
On the East
probably.
Coast, yes. On
So
the
only
East Coast,
5
yes.
Oh, rough.
Well,
okay.
Well, keep this in mind. They ran a 3.5 hour premium live event at the Elimination Chamber, and they had 4 matches. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
That one was it was Australia, right?
Perth. Yep. Perth.
Or,
Well,
yeah, okay.
Okay. All right.
The women's
Yeah, so-
championship is not going a 20-minute match.
No. So we have for the women's championship, we have a triple threat. The Bayley, the current WWE Women's Champion, versus Naomi versus Tiffany Stratton. Bradley, your thoughts?
I believe Bayley will retain. I believe this is going to give Tiffany a chance to showcase, and I think it's probably going to set up Naomi and Bayley for a feud.
Okay. Ego, thoughts?
I got Bayley to retain. I mean, it was such an emotional win from what I saw for her to win at WrestleMania that I don't think she drops it in a month to Tiffy time. Tiffy's time gonna have to wait. That's all I'm saying.
Clock
She'll get it,
hasn't
just not
struck
yet.
yet.
Nah, not
Ryan?
yet. No.
Ryan, thoughts?
I'm gonna have to lean into it too. That Bayley, it was such a spectacle at WrestleMania for her to win. It was something that was celebrated. That there's no backlash for her to drop that anywhere near this. I'm gonna poke fun at you a little bit. Pay-per-view, but it's not. It's premium live event in today's world because pay-per-view is no longer a thing. We all remember those pay-per-view channels.
So here's my thoughts. I agree with all 3 takes. The Bayley now retains because it's too soon, and I think aside from the women's tag team title, every title is safe going into this event and coming out of this event. If you're a fan of Naomi, I'm gonna quote Wade. I'm gonna quote Wade here. I got some bad news for you. She is going to take the pin. That's been pretty much her job ever since she has come back, which I don't begrudge her coming back. This is where her husband is. This is home. This is where she needs to be. And this is also a chance to showcase Tiffany Stratton where she doesn't have to eat a loss. Because as I have said, Tiffany Stratton, pencil it in right now, Women's Money in the Bank championship.
You know, the other thing, Joker, is I think it gives Tiffany more time to develop her character with the fans, because I still think she's still pretty new. So, you know, I'm not familiar with her. I know she's come from NXT. But you need more time to really, if she's going to be the bad guy, if she's going to be the heel, she needs to start getting some heat. And I don't think she's had a chance to do that yet. So,
well, she doesn't get heat, especially in these events, because the last one she was in Australia. And as we know about fans that are outside of the USA, they kind of go the other way of where the normal booking is. Tiffany Stratton was the clear favorite in that elimination chamber. I go to a year ago when they were in Puerto Rico, and it was a women's championship match between Bianca and Io Sky. Io Sky, you would have thought was the face of that match. Bianca was getting booed, and getting booed hard. So this is a chance to. This is as I said, this is the chance for Tiffany to take a loss without taking a pin and still showcase herself. And the Bayley gets to retain. I personally, I don't see Bayley going to my spreadsheet here. I don't see Bayley dropping the title till SummerSlam. I mean, at the earliest, SummerSlam. At the latest, Survivor
that'd be August, right?
Series.
August is,
early August.
Yes, sir. Io Sky is the best.
Io Sky is awesome. So,
R2 says The Rock pees in bottles on movie sets to save time. Well, it probably leads to the fact
when
that
he shows up,
smell what The Rock is cooking.
Right.
Well,
when he shows up,
he does
on time.
Late. Well, that's why he has to pee in a bottle, because he's so late.
Yeah, but it's like he still cost him $50 million in the shooting fees because he was always late, even if he's pissing in bottles.
You know, that changes the whole Vin Diesel dynamic with him now, in my opinion.
It's also rumors from a speculative website. Can we actually be honest about that? Discussion film.
The internet is true.
The rap is a trade.
The what is a trade?
It's called The Rap. Is the source of this? It's the source of this. That
hell is The Rap?
That is. It is a UK entertainment site, and it is considered one of the trades.
Wait, so we're gonna start taking the word of the UK, which it puts people in jail for
Don't get into this. Don't get into this.
I mean, it was meant to be a joke, and then it was
another topic, bro.
Yeah,
all I know. Hey guys, look, all I know is the Daily Mail's true. That's all I know.
Exactly. Thank you very much. That's what I was going for. Like, there are pieces of bottles. I said, if you smell what The Rock is cooking, like, it's supposed to be funny. Let's not do this.
Okay.
If cooking crap in a bottle, more likely.
So
not if you have asparagus.
He needs to.
So now we have Kevin Owens teaming up with Randy Orton versus Solo Sikoa and Tama Tonga.
I'm going with Sikoa and Tonga.
With interference?
And the reason I'm going with this, I like Randy Orton. I think Kevin Owens is just a fucking loser.
You are so wrong, sir.
Wow. He's nothing.
You are so
he's
wrong.
Nothing but a gimmick stealing. It's
whoa. What gimmick does he steal, sir?
Everybody's?
Name one.
Chokeslam, pedigree, rock bottom, people's elbow. I mean,
He had-
Stone
he
Cold
had-
Stunner. Where the
so
fuck do you?
you actually just described LA Knight, but go on. Now the choke slam he the choke slam he did
See, look, it's my turn. Excuse me, Ryan. It's my turn.
now the choke slam
Look,
he did for and make a
I know he did, but he's done it before that.
No, he hasn't.
Man.
No, he hasn't.
No, I saw a video of it. Yeah, it was before the fact.
Come on, man.
It
Bro,
is.
I'm not even.
Come on, dude. Like, going seriously.
He's awesome. He's awesome, man. All I'm saying is,
He's
I've
great.
never seen someone break a pin by putting his one index finger on the rope. That was hilarious. From Mike's skills, wrestling, creativity.
Wait.
I love it. He's awesome.
So hold on. He broke a pin by putting a single finger
it
on
was
the rope.
It was so fucking hilarious. Instead of
It was-
putting his
it was
whole leg on
hilarious.
the rope to break it, he just
It's-
puts his one finger. Boop. And then
No,
it's like, oh,
that's
finger. Dude, that's come on.
That's the
You don't think
gayest shit ever. You're
Bro,
a parody
it's-
act.
presence of
Oh,
mind.
please.
And knowing
Please.
what
Kevin Owens is awesome.
That's hilarious.
You know
That's
who Kevin Owens is? He's Eugene.
Oh
What?
wow!
Fuck off.
Damn.
Dude. Fuck off. You have no idea what you were
I'm sorry.
talking about. You have no idea what you're talking about.
I-
Yeah, of course
I'm
I-
sorry. I do not think Kevin Owens is as great as Eugene.
Nah.
Wow. And you want to talk and
Brett,
you want to talk about
come in.
stealing moves? And you want to talk about stealing moves. Like The Rock should never use the sharpshooter. Stealing someone's move. Cool.
I mean,
Yes, The Rock has used the sharpshooter.
Yeah, stealing someone's move. So
sir.
everyone does it. So everyone does this stuff. So you can just go back in.
How
The Rock
often did The Rock
corner
use the
now.
sharpshooter?
all the
I'm
time.
not talking about the sharpshooter. I'm talking about a person who uses the pedigree, the choke slam, the people's elbow, the rock
No, he
bottom,
doesn't.
like going. Yes, he
No,
does.
he's never used the people's elbow. Never.
Would you like me to send you a video?
I'll
Go for
take,
it.
I'll take money on that.
And the pedigree is used by Tommaso Ciampa, Seth Rollins. So what?
I don't think they should be. What's up, Woogie? How you doing, buddy? And also riffing. It's like,
Wow. Wow.
and well, he said, "Wow." He said,
Okay.
"Ryan, JV, I'm going to choke slam both of you." Wow.
So,
Jesus.
so
No, they
so
they
the
have
ring-
stolen the super kick. I don't like that either.
There's only so
just-
guys. There's only so
you're
many
just-
moves. At some point,
Right,
we-
exactly.
You
Exactly.
finisher
There's gonna be
supremacist. Jesus.
overlap. There's going to be overlap. So it's
There's
gonna
been a
Yeah.
lot of overlap over the last 5 years. I'm just going to say.
Okay.
all I know is when I design a character on 2K24, I'm stealing some moves from some people. I think my
Exactly.
Superman character should have a Superman punch. Call me
There
crazy.
you go.
That's fair.
Okay. So Ryan has Solo and Tama going over.
Yep.
Brad?
I tend to agree, but I think this is where we're going to see. I forgot
Jacob
Uh,
Fatu.
Jacob.
Yeah.
I think Jacob's going.
Thank you.
I think Jacob's going to make an appearance. Enough. I don't know that he's going to fully interfere in the match, like get into the ring, but enough that it causes distraction and gives the win for the Bloodline. I don't see them winning clean. I don't think they should win clean. I want them to be the bad guys.
Okay.
Even when they dominate, I want them to win dirty.
Okay. Left eye.
I mean, to me, it depends. I mean, are we assuming no interference in Jey Uso's match?
Okay.
Ooh.
We'll get to that.
That's okay. I mean,
Ooh.
because that's the only reason I'm asking.
Ooh,
Because
okay,
if,
so
if-
this-
Oh,
This is
go ahead.
this is going to all depend on where these matches are placed.
So they haven't decided that yet. That's why
No.
it's okay. The
No
match,
one
but
else
not
yet.
the times. Damn. Okay. Okay. I will say this: if there's interference in the Jey Uso match and that happens first, then I got RKO to win. If there isn't and it's clean, I've got Bloodline to win. That's my guess, but I don't. But again, I don't. It's only based on like how it lines up and if there's interference. It's the only thing I can think of.
Let me tell you why I don't think there'll be interference with Jey Uso is because Bloodline is SmackDown, and I think that would make too much confusion. Sticking interference by Fatu in with Jey Uso, which I believe is what you think would be the interference.
How and once you're drafted, how long do you have to stay on that promotion? For like, is it 6 months?
Until they move you. There's no rules. There's no book, dude. Come on.
That's why I'm
It's whatever
confused,
Triple H
man.
wants.
Okay.
That's why I'm
Okay, so-
confused because it's like you're saying
Okay.
like you get drafted, but you might be able to still interfere.
Jey
even though
Uso,
you say
I
they're
think
on the
Jey is out of the Bloodline storyline for a bit. I don't think
Okay.
it's going to be relevant again until Jimmy's back and until
Roman's back.
Roman's back. And
Agreed.
I think that's going to probably be after Summer Survivor Series. Then I would think
SummerSlam.
maybe
SummerSlam. SummerSlam.
maybe Jay makes a jump at Survivor Series to join it if we have something
War
going
Games
on there.
match. War Games match. Yes. A
that
War
could
Games
work.
match, yes.
Wait, what match?
All my stuff
Okay.
is just storyline. I'm just role playing this shit. That's all I do.
Okay. So there is no way that Tama and Solo come out of this match looking weak. There's no way.
Okay.
If they win, if they lose, it is by DQ, and they beat the ever living shit out of both Randy and Kevin Owens.
That makes
If they
sense.
win clean, it's because they beat the shit out of Kevin Owens and Randy Orton, and they continue the beat down after the match. You need to make these two look like utter savages, absolute monsters in the ring.
So,
Yeah,
but you
especially
guys
Tama.
still. So you're okay with that happening, and then but you still want Randy Orton to have a last ride later, after looking that week.
because this is a small feud. This is a small feud.
Okay, if it's
Randy would not be affected by being crushed. I think Randy's credit is way too big.
Okay,
This
all right.
Wade, DM me. Just DM me about Saturday.
this feud is more Kevin Owens than it is Randy.
Okay.
Randy's
So Kevin's having to sell the
coming
fight.
to the
Okay.
aid of his friend. So now I do see, however, Jacob running interference in the Damian Priest Jey Uso match. Not enough to affect the outcome. But since we're on that match, Left Eye, Damian Priest or Jey Uso.
I got Damian Priest. I don't think there's enough for me to make it so that Jey Uso wins. Like, you still got Roman out from the bloodline, and The Rock is gonna wait until things don't go his way to come back. So for me, I'm thinking just based off of that, I'm gonna go with Damian Priest.
Okay. Brad.
Damian Priest will retain because if a storyline involves Clash at the Castle, where Drew goes against Damian, we can't have Jay be the champion for 1 month. Doesn't make sense.
You
Nope.
can't.
Exactly.
And also, I don't think Jay's at the level to be champion yet.
No.
I barely
may
think
have-
Damian Priest is at this point.
He may have the name main event Jey Uso. Jey Uso is not main event
You
caliber.
can't name yourself after the lesser show.
Right. Saturday night's
I mean,
main
that's
event.
like Sunday Night Heat, Jey Uso. I mean, what the fuck? Come on, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Main event, you can't. That is literally consigning yourself to the main event show.
Well, at one
And
point,
plus-
there was only Sunday Night Heat and Raw. So,
Yeah, that's true.
but can I go? I'm
Mhm.
going with bisexual Undertaker. Not because he sucks at a lot of donkey ass, and quite frankly, he's a fucking loser. God, what a loser character! I cannot believe this. No, Jay is not up to it. I hate Damian Priest as a character. He is horrible.
What
He's
is his
hollow.
character?
He has none. That's what I'm saying. And now all of a
It's
sudden he's
Judgment
like,
Day. That's his character.
yeah,
He didn't have anything till Judgment Day. He didn't have anything.
Not really. No, he didn't.
Jason, it's what it's called. I mean, you probably know that.
Yeah.
Bisexual Undertaker. Like going, that's an insult to the Undertaker. Quite frankly, Mister.
What was the other name for him? He called himself
Bondage.
another name.
He's the Archer of
No, I know he's the Archer of Infamy, but he did a takeoff on Bisexual Undertaker because that was
Bondage.
That was trending when he won or something. But when he was giving a promo, he did a name himself, which was a takeoff on it. I don't remember what it was.
I don't remember what it was either.
But it was in the vein of Bisexual Undertaker, but it wasn't that.
Well, yeah, because when somebody actually after the fact interviewing him about his win, the fans referred to him as Bisexual Undertaker. He seemed a little offended, like going, he got his little butt hurt. And
Rhea called him that. Rhea called him that.
Okay, it was Rhea.
Yeah, it was Rhea.
So yeah, he got like kind of pissy, and it seems like it's become a thing.
Okay, so I'm gonna go with Damon Priest as well because of the fact that you got Clash at the Castle, which is looming in about 5 weeks. So you are Damien Priest is not working as the world heavyweight champion. So five more weeks is a small price to pay to let Drew take on, and then you get the real show going, where you've got now Drew has to take on all comers like Sheamus, Gunther, Ilya, and then all of the while there's Punk just chirping in his ear the whole time, and that's going to be gold all the way through.
And Punk's going to make it so fucking miserable for him.
Oh, and I'm here for it.
It's like he's going to hate being a champion. That's going to be awesome. That's a storyline. That's a storyline that you develop. I don't think you can get that with Damian Priest.
No, not at all.
He's a placeholder.
Yeah, I know.
And it would not shock me if during this whole thing that the Judgment Day completely falls apart, and he has to take a challenge from Finn, because Finn is amazing. Finn is very good. So there's that. And then the final match of the night for the WWE Championship, Cody Rhodes versus AJ Styles. Do any of us think AJ Styles is walking out of France with the belt?
Hell no.
No.
I guess the real question is, who's a legitimate challenger to Cody at this point?
Let me look at the roster here. Let me look at the roster. What do we got here?
And I love AJ.
As far as
I think AJ's great.
Now, I do not mind if this match, if this little feud continues over the next couple months. I'm fine with this because AJ is very good. But you're going to get challenges from, say, Andrade, possibly.
Yep.
You're going to get, and let's be honest, depending on his shooting schedule, this is leading up to SummerSlam, Cody against The Rock. That's what this is leading to. And
definitely something to lean into. Yes. Is it official? No, but
nothing is yet. It is heavily teased. And this is where you're going to get the return of Roman Reigns as well.
Just looking at the list, and I'm like, I'm like, maybe LA Knight.
Maybe, but
don't know about LA Knight.
All roads lead to Logan Paul for LA Knight.
Yeah, I agree. But I'm just looking at the SmackDown roster and like
It is kind of thin at the top. It is thin,
yeah.
which is why Cody is gonna hold until next WrestleMania, and then he's going to have a real challenge because of who the Royal Rumble winner is going to be next year. Gunther.
Okay. Well, that's a big one.
Ryan's like,
no,
I
like
okay.
Gunther. I like Gunther. He's a powerhouse.
He's a banger.
I'm thinking that Randy Orton will get one last shot before retirement.
Yeah,
because legitimately, and I think JV and I agree on this. Randy Orton is hurting. He came back from some of the worst, and I think there's going to be a kind of a final send out between him and Cody Rhodes.
Thank you, Revenge. You like that one?
Oh no, I like that one. Not just Revenge. I like that one.
Yeah.
I think Gunther is ready for prime time.
I agree with Randy. I think Cody basically gives him a match just because of respect.
And there is history between Cody.
That's exactly what I mean.
And Randy, legacy.
Yeah. So it's literally like I'm honoring my buddy and I respect him. And it's going to be a match where at the end they shake hands. That's what it's going to be like. It's not going to be an animosity match.
I'm fine with that.
But again,
it'll be emotional, kind of like Shawn
Michaels and Shawn
Taker,
Shawn Michaels.
Oh
yeah, Shawn Michaels.
Flair.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I sorry. I love you. You can see it.
That was one of the most powerful moments in wrestling history, in my opinion.
That was honest. That was fucking honest.
It was honest.
That's literally he's looking at his idol. It's like, I love you, man. I'm so sorry to do this. I don't want to do this, but it is.
Don't do it.
See that, and that's what I love about it.
Now this is so. I think we all agree that the Backlash Premium Live event is kind of just this is just kind of start the motor because we've been in kind of a lull since the WrestleMania. After the weekend, we start going to King and Queen of the Ring, where
we're getting a Queen of the Ring,
a King and Queen of the Ring in 3 weeks. 3 weeks, May 25th, in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, where I think Gunther tipped off what's going to happen with the men. I believe the winner of the men's King of the Ring gets to call their shot at a future Premium Live event this year. So if Gunther wins, the obvious choice is Bash in Berlin, which is in late August, the end of August.
How long are they in Europe? Jesus.
They have so I have all of them right here. We got this Saturday in France, May 25th in Saudi Arabia, Clash in the Castle, June 15th in Glasgow, Scotland. Money in the Bank, June 6th, Toronto, Canada. SummerSlam, August 3rd in Cleveland, Ohio. That great summer spot. And then Bash in Berlin in Germany. And I don't see any other Premium Live event in that gap between that and Survivor Series. I know there's going to be at least one somewhere in there, but Survivor Series is late November, and that is the last Premium Live event of 2024. Now, Now, and what I hope to see for the queen of the ring, what I'm hoping for, and please, I have heard this rumbling more and more and more and more and more and more. The women's intercontinental championship. Let that
would be cool.
Bring
That'd be cool.
that into play because
That'd be cool.
Because for the women, unless you're in the main event circle, you got nothing, and you're
There's
just
no mid card. There's no mid card belt.
nothing. Mm-hmm. And make it a title that can float.
That makes sense.
Okay, I'm okay with that.
Same thing as the women's tag team.
Correct.
Agreed.
Now I think
so. So here we go.
Now I could see the inaugural women's intercontinental champion. This is my own personal pick. Dakota Kai.
Now, who's the queen of the ring?
That is what you get by winning Queen of the Ring, by winning the Queen of the Ring tournament. You
get the IC belt, the women's IC.
Okay, that's cool. Good stakes. I see stakes in them.
I get that, but I would think for her character, the way you're talking about Stratton, I think Queen Tiff. No, you don't like that? Okay.
Money in the bank. Money in the bank. Money in the bank.
Well, then clearly it's going to be Queen. Clearly, it's going to be Queen Cargill.
Oh. No. Ew. So because Money in the Bank, she's going to take that briefcase and she's going to trade it in. She is going to trade it in for a Gucci bag that's pink, is bedazzled, has fur on it, and it's going to be just. She's going to be obnoxious about it.
It's going to be Barbie-rific.
Perfect gimmick for her character. Perfect.
Okay.
Makes sense.
So yeah. And and also at King of the Ring, this is where Becky Lynch drops the title as well to Liv Morgan. That's enough time to let that.
Okay.
I would agree that Becky Lynch is going to be challenged at that point. Yeah, that's a good point. We're kind of overstepping our speculations, so maybe kind of wrap it up.
Okay.
Any final thoughts from anybody?
Backlash?
Yeah, I mean, we rode an emotional high for WrestleMania. We kind of need an evening out, things to kind of stay the same, except for Jade getting that sweet tag team title. But for the most part, we rode a high. Let's just kind of ride this out until it's time to change. Why couldn't you wait until I finished before you started laughing at me, sir?
I can't.
Why?
I can't.
Philistine.
Brad, final thoughts?
I kind of feel like post WrestleMania has been a little low.
It has been
compared to previous years. I don't know if it's a loss as to where exactly to go, or if just trying to let things settle. Raw after usually kicks things off, and it felt slow. The last month feels slow.
Gotcha.
I would agree with that, to be honest. It feel like we came off a WrestleMania high, something that was, quite frankly, electrifying. And it just is. You're looking at the camera. I did that on purpose. Yeah, no,
I know you did.
I want to see more. I really do. I think there's a lot of talent going forward and a lot of good stories to tell that I hope it picks up after the draft, because again, I kind of thought that like maybe the draft would kind of like lull things and maybe shake things up. Not like, crazily, but lull and shake them up. So anyway, with that being said, Mr. Bradley
My
Duke
last,
Devil.
my
Oh, sorry.
last thoughts on this.
Sorry, dude.
Okay.
You're always
So-
last thought.
Well, I know, but you were just going to go around the horn and just skip my last thoughts. The main story driving Raw is the feud between Drew McIntyre and CM Punk. That is driving this entire narrative. And that is great storytelling, and it is driving everything, and it's amazing. The Bloodline is driving SmackDown still. So as long as these stories keep at a high pitch, we're going to be fine. This draft was just to reset the board, new players involved. After this premium live event, the real stories start. And so I'm excited to see what Paul Levesque has planned. Again, has he hit a home run every time? No, he hasn't. He will make mistakes, and I will call them out. But I will say, because I missed it last week, and I'm going to say this now. One of the biggest accomplishments that Paul Levesque has done, he did something in 2 weeks that Vince McMahon was not able to do in 7 years, to get the WWE Universe to chant, "We want Roman."
Agreed.
True. It's true.
Did that in 2
Agreed.
weeks. So keep the storylines at a fever pitch. So keep feeding the blood. Keep feeding the blood. Keep feeding the bloodline. Keep feeding the bloodline stories. The addition of Jacob will be awesome. Eventually, we're gonna get either Zilla or Lance Anoa'i involved in this, and it's gonna be great. And on SmackDown, just let's CM Punk talk. Just give him a few talking points and let him go. And just let him go. And the stories will just at this point have been writing themselves. Hey, Jason. Thank you, sir. And now we can go around the horn.
All right, we're gonna go around the horn here. We're gonna start with Jade Cargill forever.
All right, guys, it's LeftEyeEgo here. I'm going to be hosting a Toy Squad stream on Friday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Hopefully, Joker's voice can actually make it too. We're just going to be talking about our action figures. Either it's our latest get, our classic tour, or our most prized possession. I actually want to see the people that are going to be bringing what they've got on there. Look for the announcement for that soon. And yeah, I can't wait for the story. I can't wait for the story, man. And Sunday, my wife and Shiro and I are going to be going live at 5 Central for our Ordinary Games podcast, catching you up with all the madness that's been happening up this week.
Outstanding. That's a great mask, by the way, JV. I'm a little
thank you.
jealous. It's a Star Wars fan. Anyway, Brad, Duke Devil.
I have the full cosplay too.
Oh Jesus!
Ooh,
I want pictures, fucker. But
dude, you should wear it to the stream if you can, bro.
That's not
Or
gonna
send a
happen.
picture.
Okay.
Either one.
I'm
Okay.
going to Brad.
Just
Brad.
send a
God.
picture then.
Brad, you're up.
Oh, sorry. I thought we were still talking Nihilus. Sorry. Yeah, my name is Brad Burnett. My channel is DukeDevil95. I go in there and comment about things I hate because apparently that's all that's out right now. I just posted my review of Star Trek Discovery, Episode 5, Mirrors. Spock's brain seems like Hamlet next to it. I will be on not Fracture Filter, Static 2020 show tomorrow night, the weekend pregame. I often show up on Saturdays, Stargate Watch on the Fracture Filters channel. I will not this weekend because I am going down to Miami for the Miami Grand Prix. And knock on wood, I get paddock passes again.
So,
Nice. Very nice. Lastly, and certainly not least, Ego, you're muted.
Sorry, I'm saying very nice, Brad. Go ahead. Sorry.
That being said, the man who gets to say goodbye, even
right.
though my message will be reign supreme. Mr. Joker voice, JV.
Let's just read Supreme. What? Okay. Whatever.
You'll see.
Anyway. Oh, I don't want to know. Anyway, you can check me out. There will be no Roman of the Empire this week. He is having construction being done on his house, so there will be no chill stream. But next week we will be discussing the film Empire Records. You can catch me Friday. Sorry, Ego, not this week. I will be going back to the weekly Rogues Gallery at 5:15. Sorry, they got to me ahead of you, bro. Sorry about
good, bro.
About that. So, but I will be there in the near future though. And then you can check out my video on Friday where I make my year-end prediction going into 2025, January 1st, who will be holding WWE Gold for both SmackDown and Raw. Check that out. This is his channel. No one gives two shits about it. So I will end the show the way Tiffany Stratton ends matches. And happy birthday, Tiffy time, and toodles.
If you smile, the rock is cooked. The following contest is scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, from Miami, Florida, weighing 275 pounds, the People's Champion,